G'day, stranger. How you going? Phil, I thought instead of typing, I'll just quickly chuck the headset on. So, how you going, mate? I got sick and tired of the snow, so I've come back to and realised there's a lot of missions I hadn't finished in this map. Another Glades of Central Asia. So I thought I've come back here to finish off some of the quests here. Just needed a break from the snow. It's only so much white I can deal with. So I also wanted to see what this truck's like here. Well, what? Man flu? You don't get over the man flu overnight. And everyone bitched about the bloody COVID. Fuck, they obviously never had the man flu. Man flu makes COVID look like it was nothing. Anyway, we're gonna go in lockdown because someone's got man flu. Oh no, we're gonna lock down because there's a man flu outbreak. There's no bloody vaccine for that. But man, I'm really enjoying the Daily AC this week. I won another one last night. I went and logged on my UK account. Started from, I thought, oh, give the Aston Martin a go, see how the Aston Martin goes with the race, and managed to start from pole, led all the way. The guy, you really have to be careful with the tyres. And my tyres, since I hadn't done a race distance with it, my tyres were just about gone, and ended up, at one point I had about a 5-second lead over second place, but that came down to half a second by the end of the race. So I had to hold them off just at the end, but it was close. But still won again. I've just doing so well with Daily AC. The longer the week goes, the faster people get, so there's less chance, I'm afraid. But yeah. I ain't got much fuel here, so I'm probably going to get this over to the road over here. Should better get to there, and then I've got another truck over here that's got fuel. I'll bring it around this way, meet up there and give this thing some fuel. So hopefully we've got enough fuel to make our way there. If not, we'll just have to bring the other truck to wherever we end up running out of fuel. Looking forward to when the new map comes here, because it's also a snowy map. But yeah, I just had enough of that snow from that other place, and there's some really bad sections in those maps that need to be fixed. I mean, they're not just bad. It's not just hard. It's ridiculously. I would say there's some broken points for that map. So it's all great that they had these new maps, but you know what? I think it was more so spring tyres, but they also did it with Mudrunner. Some of the maps got complete redesigns. They actually improved and fixed some of the problems that they had with some of the maps. And they could probably do that with this. They should go back through some of the older maps and just give them a bit of a tidy up, you know, just fix some of the bad design points. Like there was a tree branch, there was a tree blocking a road. It was almost impossible to get around. Little things like that they could get rid of. And that's why they need to fix some things like that. To be honest, there's some points where just bad design choices. One good thing, this truck really does make some of these other maps seem so much easier, so it's kind of cool. Looking forward to the new one, which I believe it will be out probably the second week of next month, so about around the 14th, somewhere around that, of October. I reckon that's when we'll see the new map. It's usually a month a bit after it's on the PTS, and it's on the PTS, which I want to keep off it. It's tempting to go, even videos looking at the new map. No, I want to wait until it comes out officially on here. It's more fun streaming and you're checking out the new map Like that last map we went to, you were there when we went checking out the new map, and man, it's just that feeling's awesome. But going on to the PTS kind of takes that away. Oh, the one that you can buy, yeah, that one, that's good. That's a good truck, that one. It's a bit fragile, to be honest. It's a little bit fragile. That's the Zik, that's the Zik 612? Is that it? That's what they call it, isn't it? The Zik 612. It's good, but it's just a little bit fragile. But it's really handy to have. And on that map, where you get this truck, that's one of the first tasks you should try and do. Do the task to get this truck. It's worth having this thing. Now we're going to park it up here. We're going to have to go and jump in the other truck, and we'll come down this other road. Need to go and get some oil barrels. Stop the engine. Chuck into that Kenworth. There we are. See, we've got fuel and that on here, so we'll go back. Good. They say this is Asia. They should really base this as UK, because it's kind of like British weather. This awful. Yeah, deep water, gotta love that, huh? It's like the Triton, the good old tank, the greatest scout vehicle out there, but it can't stand water. Even some puddles. Before they feel like bloody puddles, almost kill it. That rear engine's just good. You would think that something looks like a friggin' duck would be okay in water, but that the Triton, whatever you call it, I'm just going to call it a Triton. You know, the thing, the 8-wheel Triton Scout thing. It can't stand even like a puddle, Let's chuck it into some water. Let's get some bit of speed. Mind you, the little rocks still bloody can damage these things when you're driving along these roads. And you chuck it in the high gear and you drive along, you hit a little pebble and bang! You jump out of your freaking seat. Go. I had a couple of weeks ago that I didn't play much of this at all, but lately I've just been playing a shitload of this. Played an hour and a half during the day today. I was bored, so sometimes I'm just like sitting on the couch. I know there's no one going to come and chat, so that's okay. I'll sit on the couch, sit here playing this, and I'll have on the iPad in front of me, watching some latest YouTube tech videos and stuff like that. Quite often when Formula One's on, or this weekend on the weekend just past, we had one of our well-known endurance races here in Australia called the Sandown 500. It's a 500 kilometre race. It's about a 3-hour race with co-driver swaps, and I had that running on the iPad while I played this and a bit of Power Wash Sim. But Power Wash Sim at the moment, they've added 3 new. They've added a paintball arena, some kind of villa, and a dig machine, some kind of excavator DLC. But the problem that I've had with it, I've been playing that a bit lately, but it's been crashing a lot. We're playing and the suddenly it just crashes, and it's been happening a lot lately. Since that last DLC, I'm having it crash all the time, so bit of a pain, so it's not something I will stream at the moment. Watch out for those little posts. They're deadly, those little things, look at them. Okay. What? Look at that, I just hit a little rock and it's fucking damaged. See what about lucky little one? Sometimes you get a little rock and a fucking bang. The fountain. Oh yeah, the bonus one. The bonus jobs are quite fun too, actually. I don't know when that Back to the Future DLC comes out. Is that a free DLC or is that another paid one? I did not bother. I was not going to waste my money on the bloody SpongeBob. But seriously, number one, SpongeBob. Number two, you're doing. How the hell do you do a high pressure hose washing thing in under the sea? It just was stupid. That SpongeBob is just still. Maybe the 5-year-old kids might have got that, but no. And it's like $12 too. Fuck that. If it was a decent deal, I'm happy to. I would happily pay for a decent DLC for Power Wash Sim. Or Lawnmower. I like Lawnmower Sim, but I've just played that to death now. That they need to either do Lawnmower Sim 2 or another paid DLC again. Cause I enjoyed the Lawnmower Sim as well. The Power Wash Sim, I'd happily pay for it as long as the actual maps are quite decent. I'd have to have a look to see what I'll have to see what this Back to the Future DLC is going to be like. And then jump in the other truck. Now I need to refuel, take it from the other truck, and fill up my repairs. Start this one up, and then we drive off with this. Go and get some oil. Yeah, they've done like the premium edition. I already bought them anyway. I actually like the Lawnmower ones, so I'd already bought those DLCs, so it was worthless to me. Like I bought this on PS5 before it became available on PSN, and it's a bit of both. If you pay stuff on for the games, and then they remove it from the Play Store. So where do we get these oil drums? All the way over there. Shit. Yeah, we're closer. So we're there. We have to make our way right over to there. So along that way. Yeah. Okay, it's been a while since I've been on this map. It's kind of fun. Yeah, I like that Lawnmower Sim. I first played that on PC. But you know what sucks though? And you will know what's this feeling. I played Lawnmower Sim to the max. Basically, I had everything. I had upgraded all my had all the vehicles, had the BHQ, done everything. It was really good. And I was just kind of improving the bit. And guess what happened? A bit like what happened to you. The save game just disappeared. It didn't get corrupted like what happened to you. It just disappeared. I lost everything. that a fuel thing? I might as well splash and dash. Didn't really need to bring that truck over now because it looks like I could have got fuel here. But yeah, I had to start all over again. So I know exactly how you felt with this when your soaker and everything. It was like my whole soaker just disappeared. Well, almost then. When I put, and as you know, when you put a lot of hours into the game and you lose everything, it fucking sucks. And you know exactly how that feels. We'll have to try and tee up when you're feeling better on a weekend sometime and try and do that. I'll load up my other account and we'll do some Snowrunner co-op. We'll go to the racetrack because I want to do the racetrack on there, and me and you everything's free on that place. Everything's maxed out, free. You can just get whatever you want, and but I want to go to the racetrack and do that with you. But our stars need to align. When we can do that, we'll definitely have to do that sometime on a weekend. Definitely when you're feeling better, we'll have to tee that up, huh? Yeah. Well, so there's something blue there. It's like you have to go for that for another task. Oh, that's why. That's just the lighthouse. Okay. We got to do that one together sometime. Be a lot easier with this truck too. It's good coming back to some of these other maps I've not done with this thing. This thing made that Russia map easier. Still doesn't make it easy, but it made it easier with this thing. This and the Zik 605 and the 612, really good. Problem with the 612, the DLC, is it's great, but it's a bit fragile. It's a little bit fragile. I like that truck that it can use. I like that truck because you can put saddle low on it. That's really handy. You can saddle high and low on the Zik 612. You can't. 605 can only have saddle high. This can only have saddle high. Mind, this is handy that this can actually have 3 items on it, not just 2. So I'm doing about an hour stream of this. I'll probably finish off this task for tonight, and then I'm going to go and do some GT7ing, I think. So I'm just enjoying Daily Race C so much. Daily Race B, not really. It's just Magor, kind of over that track. I honestly thought they were going to take away GR4s this week, so I think GR4s will be definitely gone next week. But I'm loving. There's no hards at all. There's no hards at all in any of the races. Daily Race A, the Lamborghini Diablo, bloody Monza's boring as hell, honestly. But Daily Race C, the soft GR4s, soft tyres is just absolutely like it's a race that's designed for me. You know, I'm actually really good at looking after the soft tyres. So Daily Race C is, you've seen how many races I've put up. I've won 4 races now in Daily AC. I've had a heap of seconds. I've uploaded 2 races on this account. And my last one I put up was in this Genesis. And I finished second in that race. Started last and I finished second. So it's awesome. People are just overdriving using other tyres and having the pit. Okay, I'll get there. I'm actually quite surprised. One thing I don't understand. I thought when the tyre goes red, I thought that's it. You're bucking and you just can't drive at all. But in these races, going into the last lap, my front left tyre's red. It's gone to red. But I can still finish that lap. All my races, mind you, all the races that I've won so far with Daily AC have all been in Swifty. I haven't tried, the mid-engine cars are better on tyres, so I want to try the McLaren. I'm going to do some testing after this. I'm going to see how fast I can drive in the McLaren. So that's quite a popular car. The mid-engine cars seem to be better on their front tyres. So it feels ages since I've come along here. I've got a car parked outside my place. I'm just keeping an eye on it. I don't trust people. So I just paused them, man, because I said this car's parked outside. He's probably just stopped to do something on his mobile, I'm guessing, but just keep an eye. When you've got a BMW parked in the driveway, you have to keep an eye on these guys. Live in a bit of a shoddy area, to be honest. But I do have a security camera out the front, so if anyone does anything, they're caught on camera. The BMW's specially tagged as well, so if anyone took it, the police would know exactly where it is. It's fully tracked. So I wouldn't want to be anyone to try and steal that BMW, because they'll be fucked, because it's got hidden tags in it, so it can be tracked at any time. He's still sitting up there. You would think if they're going to try something, they'd have the lights off though. So, okay. This place has got security system built in. I've got a alarm button. I can just press the button. Believe me, the police will be here so quick. Now he's driven off. Just making sure. Yep. The one thing I can't understand. The one thing with Swifty is no one else is that quick in it. I've seen Swifty a couple times in this Daily AC, but they're not that quick. When I'm in it, not only am I good on the tyres, I absolutely nail them. I'm just so much quicker than the other guys. It's unbelievable. So yeah, the funny thing is, I was so pissed off with you guys making me drive Swifty. Remember when we were doing the You Choose the Car, and you guys kept on wanting to, especially you, Phil, wanted to piss me off, so you kept on putting me in Swifty. But then somehow I unlocked the gear changing when you half shift, and just the handling just goes to show you need to choose the cars that suit your driving style. Swifty just happens to be the car that suits my driving style. And I think just me and Swifty. The only race I think in GR4 that I'm no good, Swifty's no good for, is Le Mans with those long straights. She was useless for that remember that rain race that we had with Swifty. But apart from that one race, that one track should I read, post Special Road X, I guess will also be a nightmare for it. But all the other tracks, I'm just as competitive as anyone, and I'm fastest. Look, I can't. In all the other cars I've driven been test driving, none of them I can get below a 1 minute 30. I'm almost in the 1 minute 28. I'm over a second quicker in Swifty than any other car in my qualifying for Daily Race C. It's just weird, but yeah. Swifty's just so swift. Becomes fond of my Swifty. Talking about Swifty, have you seen Dangly Balls has disappeared from my streams for weeks now. I haven't seen it for a couple of weeks, and I'm not sure if I've done or said something to upset him. There was a lobby that Desi was doing, and everyone's quite aggressive on there. And I was probably just a little bit too aggressive with Dan, and we had a bit of a coming together in a race. I'm wondering if that's what upset him, because yeah, I haven't seen him in my streams for ages. I miss my dangly balls. Nothing like some dangly balls. It's a weird name, that one, isn't it? Dangly balls. But yeah, I haven't seen him. Actually, a lot of people just seem to, and I see him in other people's streams, so it's me. I see these people that used to come to my stream all the time, they're not coming. So I don't know if I've become boring, or my swearing upset people, I don't know. That's why you hardly see me streaming anymore. I did I think I did 2 races last night on OTR Swifty. That might be what I do each week. I might just do a Daily Race C and a Daily Race B on one account, and then the next night I might do it on a different account, I don't know. But the days of setting up an OBS stream, it takes more time. You need to create a good thumbnail and stuff like that. And when you're just not getting anyone joining in, it's just not worth it anymore. Just not enjoying it. When I'll see other people's and their sub counts keep going up and up and up, and then I look at mine, it's as dead as a doornail. Yeah. I just realised that's where that is. We want to top up. The thing is, when I race offline and I'm not streaming, it's not as enjoyable. I actually enjoy streaming when I'm racing. Don't know why, but I enjoy it. What I don't enjoy is the fact when you do it and you get some people come in and join and chat for a little while, then it just disappear. It goes so quiet. But nowadays, I'm not even hardly getting anyone coming in to join anymore. So I don't know, have I done something wrong, or am I that boring a racer to watch? I thought them quite entertaining, actually. I thought my quirky sense of humour was entertaining, but yeah, just... And the stupidest thing is, now we've finally got hold of psychiatrist, and the earliest I can get in to see a psychiatrist is December. And I need to see the psychiatrist so I can get my job going, you know, so I can get working in, because this needs to be sorted before I can actually get my medical anymore. And seriously, I mean, if it's really this bad, that's really fun. People have got psychological problems. There's this one psychiatrist we contact, and they've got a 2.5-year waiting list to see him. And the thing about adult ADHD, there's only certain you have to find a psychiatrist that deals with adult ADHD. You can't just go to any psychiatrist. And it's just bullshit. Now, if people got mental issues and they're making them wait, mate, they're always talking about mental illness and how people are committing suicide. Well, delaying seeing them is dangerous, you know. Like, we're trying to push these psychiatrists saying, look, I can't wait December, I need to making money, I've got no cash flow, my father's having to pay for everything at the moment, and I can't just keep eating at his, living on his money all my life. And I mean, seriously, it's psychiatrists, you know, just do the right thing to say, look, I finish at 6, tell you what, tell them to come at 6 o'clock and I'll work an extra half an hour. How hard is it for the psychiatrist to do a little bit of extra hours just to help people out, especially if there's an urgency? If it's not really that urgent, yeah, fine. But if someone really needs it, like I need it so I can work and make money to live, then the psychiatrist should do the right thing and just work an extra half an hour. It's not that hard to ask for, is it? Really? And they won't make an appointment, and to make the appointment you also have to pay it's ridiculous high amount they charge for the roof, and and you have to pay quite a large deposit just to make an appointment. It's getting out of hand, and no wonder why there's so many people committing suicide, financial stress and stuff like that, everything else. I just think something needs to be done about it. Society's just fucked up at the moment. And if this kind of situation happens, then the doctor should have the power. Like this doctor says, he says, look, he's 99.99999% certain that I have ADHD, and he said the drug Ritalin would really make a huge difference to me, could get me back on track again. Yet doctors cannot prescribe it. Only psychiatrists can prescribe that drug. It's stressing me out. I'm just sick and tired. I want to get working again. I can't. At the moment, I won't pass my medical. Because the thing is, now that I've seen the doctor about my problem, it's on record that I have a mental issue, and that now needs to be addressed before they will sign my medical again so I can drive. I can drive, but I can't do my work because your DA is a separate licence on top of your normal driver's licence. And every 3 years with a DA you have to have a medical, and my medical's due up, so that's where the problem is. I can't pass my medical until I've seen the psychiatrist. I'm having to ask my father for help because part of ADHD, again, the main point about adult ADHD is that I want to do things, but I can't do it. Like, there's so much in my mind I want to do and I want to get done, but I just can't. There's a little thing like even just doing the dishes. I've spoken about this before. I've got dishes in the sink. I know they're there. They've probably been there for nearly a week now. How disgusting is that? I rinse them, but I really need to wash it. So you know that you need to do these things. And the main thing that worries with the doctor is normally when you've got that support base around you. There's a lot of adult people who have ADHD, especially adult ADHD, are married with kids and stuff like that. So they've got their wife or family, close family, to keep an eye on them and help them. For all those little things. I don't. I live by myself. So there's so many things I need to get done. My health is deteriorating. Look, my teeth have I've lost 2 bottom teeth are completely gone. And they're pretty major teeth. And luckily I'm not in pain, so I just don't give a shit. But I'm open talking about it. If I didn't talk about it, and he said it is important to talk about it, because if I didn't talk about my mental issues, he goes, it's someone with mental issues and they don't talk about it, that's when they are at the most dangerous. If I get to a point where suddenly I don't talk about my mental issues, be worried, because if I say I haven't dealt with them and I just stopped talking about having mental issues, that's when you need to worry. That's when people become suicidal. That's when they become very dangerous for their own personal safety. And it's frustrating. Look, I don't sleep. I went to bed at midnight last night. At 2 o'clock in the morning, I was still awake. I'm trying to go to sleep, but my mind just wouldn't shut up. It wouldn't stop. It wouldn't let me go to sleep. Your mind, when you've got ADHD, it's like your mind will not shut up. When you're a young kid, their minds are so active. That's why you see them being active. But as an adult, our minds become still very active. Our bodies aren't active anymore, but our minds are active, so we can't sleep at night. Frustration doesn't let me sleep at night either. You know, I get up in the morning and go, I want to do this, I want to do that, and then most of that stuff doesn't get done. So by the time that night comes along and go to bed, my mind just starts thinking, and I hate myself. I get angry at myself, thinking, you lazy ass. And now that I know that ADHD, it's made it a bit easier. But before I knew that I had ADHD. Fucking hell, what the hell did that? Seriously, what the fuck is that much damage? Wow. Made me fucking jump out of my couch. But beforehand, before I knew it was ADHD, man, I was angry at myself every night thinking, are you really this lazy a person here? Get off your fat ass and do those dishes. Get off your fat ass, get your car inspected. Get off your fat ass, get this done, get that done. So that part of it, at least I'm not feeling that, because that was making me feel extremely down. And I thought, okay, it's just depression. I thought, oh, good fuel, and we can fill up, and awesome. You got a fuel thing and repairs thing here now. Oh, great. What's this task? So at least that part of it is a lot easier for me now. That same car I just drove past too that I was talking about. At least I've got my repair thing I can fill up. Sweet! But yeah, that's why I've done videos saying that I've got ADHD. I'm open about it, I talk about it, because I think that's important for me and for awareness for everyone else, because mental illness is one of the scariest, especially in males. It's scary how bad it is. And that's why I've done themes on my cars about mental illness, Beyond Blue, and stuff like that. I think mental illness is very important. What task is this one? A trailer. What kind of trailer is it? Lost Mailman. We need to tow it from there, take it to there. Where are we at the moment? We're here. Well, this truck will be good for towing, so maybe we might head over there. What truck's that? What vehicle have I got there? That's a weird truck. I don't know if... Is that my truck? This says metal beams, but it doesn't say that's my truck. Wow, I didn't know that. Yeah, I know that got that one there. Tell you. There you go, I didn't even know that was here. There we go. It's just the truck we're just in, yeah. You know what, I think just for this I'm going to drive along this way. How long have I been streaming? Okay, I'm going to have to... After that'll be for the next one though. That's going to be for the next task. In my next task I'm going to finish it up now. Sorry Phil. I'm going to drive along here just to drive a different route. And we're going to go and get this mailman. Looks like he needs some saving, and then drag him over here. That's going to be it for the next one. I'll probably do that later tonight. Anyway, stay safe, bye for now, and happy gaming, guys. Happy gaming. Thanks, Phil, for the chat. I always love our chats. Hope you're feeling better soon, buddy. Hope you're feeling better soon. Get well soon, Phil.